Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Let me turn my volume up. What's up, everybody? Now, I'm actually doing a ritual tonight, so I'm not going to be on here too long, okay? So, you're welcome to join as we chat or not, okay? It's definitely up to you. Uh, but yeah, if this is not your cup of tea, stop coming on my channel, okay? 'Cause it's only a certain amount of time before I find you, too. So, just gonna give y'all the heads up. There was a lady who came on my channel earlier trying to play. The bitch is in a nut house right now because she don't believe until they believe, type shit. And this is why I tell people, stop pretending, trying to get views all the time, for you fuck around and call shit that didn't ask to be called. And I hate when people play with me. If you don't reside in the shadow realm most of your time, there's no reason to play like that, or try to get views off of it, because it's real. Now, when it gets to the topic we're talking about, I want you to understand why a lot of people who call themselves Christian and religious are all of a sudden, well, trying to return to sender. And you cannot return to sender if you do not know your demons by name. Hence why, if you could return to sender, why the fuck are you still under white supremacy? Oh, that's right. Because they own your demons and they actually know them by name. But they don't really own your demons. The contracts they have with them is to allow them to use you. Now, when you understand that, most people don't like other people because they love their demons more than they love other people. And this is why people hate people like me, because I own your demons. Okay, I don't need to know you. All I need to know is your demons, because that's who controls you. Not only that, the only reason most of you guys are still living is because these demons actually need your body. And when they're tired of your body, most of them will leave your body and you will be non existent. That's how deep, okay, you guys are into the shadow realm and not into yourselves. And I think it's crazy that when you tell people this, they hit you with the, I can do this and Jesus Christ. And well, let me tell you something. If you actually had power in the shadow realm, you wouldn't be hiding behind someone else's. And there's not one person in this realm who could answer for you when you DIE, okay? And when you LIVE, okay? Meaning the demons that conjured you to life are your parents. Yes, okay? So a lot of people love to, start at slavery and wherever the hell their history they think they started it. But no, one of your parents is a headmaster demon, okay? Because only one of them convinced the other that they could give them something they couldn't, okay? A legacy, okay? So on and so forth. And you have to understand, if both of your parents were in on the shebang, then both of your parents are one and the same demon, meaning they procreated with itself, okay? So when you procreate with itself, you pretty much don't have a chance in the shadow realm, because both of your parents have agreed before you even got here to give you to things that they don't fuck with. Okay? Therefore, they could never help you defeat it, because if you can't beat them, what do you think they're trying to do? Join them. Okay? This is what demons will never tell you. Demons like to be in large groups. This is why religion exists. It's not because the world could not survive without religion. Some people think religion is good for the sake of keeping people busy. But the busier people are in their minds, the weaker their bodies become for demons to inhabit them. Okay? And one thing about shadow hopping, which is what I'm going to do when I get off this live stream, I love to shadow hop. But one thing about hopping is that X always marks the spot. Okay. I love when religious people and all the people holding up their symbols, your symbols is what guides us in the shadow realm. Thank you. Because we already know where there's crosses everywhere and X's everywhere. Guess what? We know there's something inside of you that you're battling, but it's you. Okay, it's you you're battling. Okay, and that's okay, because most people don't want to believe they are the demon. They want to believe it's other people attacking them. No, you're the demon. Okay, you're the demon, and everyone has a demon in them. A lot of people just have more than others. Okay, and then there are some people who are so disconnected, they wouldn't even understand the talk of a demon because they think they are gods. Okay, in other words, there's nothing else to know besides me. And that is what we technically live in this realm because, someone has convinced themselves that they can do and hold the power that they don't have. But when they actually meet that power, what they try to do is contain it through violence. And through that violence, this is how a natural death came to be. But if you can cause my death unnaturally, I can unnaturally come back. Okay, you wouldn't know that until you die, but considering most of certain people have never started dying until the last 50 years, 100 years, only now are they considering the fact that I might just know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like I said, you have to die first. That's why I think it's funny when people say they're returning to sender. Unless something has come for you to send you back, there's nothing you can fucking return. Okay, period. Because the only way you can return energy in this realm is to die first, because life is about the cycle of death, not the cycle of life. That's why death is longer than life, because it takes you motherfuckers longer to get back to your bodies again. Hence why some of y'all are in the death realm forever. And that's okay. I love when people don't understand. A lot of people come in here and try to taunt me when the only thing that is in your shadows is death. Okay. In other words, you be looking in the shadows to see what spirits y'all fuck with, and the only thing in y'all shadows waiting for you to give them a little bit of leeway is death. Okay, because that's how much you've taunted it. That's how much you've played with bad karma. That's how many of you bitches are on here and fake warlocks are on here calling the names of demons. Y'all are calling on the names of demons. And if you happen to own those demons, guess who talks to me? Okay. See, demons can only talk to who listens. And the listening ear they want is a living soul. Okay. In other words, someone, oh my God, you can hear me? And they follow you because they know you are their link to this world. And a lot of people come on here and pretend they understand that. You wouldn't, because it is torment of the mind if you cannot keep certain spirits out of your mind. And you have to be strong, okay, in a certain way to do that. And if that means disconnection in this realm from certain people and things, because you have to understand your demons that you own, you cannot fuck with people who are one with these demons because they seek to destroy you because you're the only one who knows they're there. Everyone else is tormented by the fact that they think you're crazy for knowing that they're there. Okay, but 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, okay, somebody is reading the news like, y'all, I was married to my second husband and he was our next door neighbor and we knew something was off about him because of how but we never, and we moved on. Most people have lived so close in the vicinity of demons and they don't understand the head demons in the shadow realm. Okay, they got a lot of bodies on them. And we're not talking sexual partners, we're talking violence, rage, taking people, spirits, okay? Because every person is not a spirit, okay? And all people don't have a spirit, okay? A lot of y'all don't understand the difference between androids and everything. A lot of people are very automated because they are automated spirits, okay? They're automated intelligence. Therefore, they really do not understand you. You can only understand that if you shadow hop. A lot of people don't sleep, okay? And only people who don't sleep, okay, well, they don't die. Okay, in other words, this is their home, this is the realm they were created in. So if I've never really came to you like that, it's because you're already dead. In other words, your light is non-existent. So you're the only person who really sees it. You're not even part of this cycle for real. You think you are. A lot of you guys are already dead. Okay. And a lot of spirits don't realize they're dead, which is why they keep repeating the same days over and over. And that's okay. But there's always a mission to complete, especially if you have a body. So if you have a body and you're not completing the mission, please know something else is guiding you. And it's definitely not your thoughts, the thoughts that come to yourself about what you're doing at random. That is the real you. But I guarantee you, those are not the thoughts you're alone with most of the time. Those thoughts only come when your head demons are away, collecting bodies. Okay? I know y'all don't want to hear it like that, but it is what it is. Now, returning to sender. If you notice, a lot of Christians have been using witchcraft lingo because there's not one Bible verse that says return to sender or talks about how to do it, how to pray about it, so on and so forth. If you pay attention to the fact that Drewski all of a sudden is getting all the same attention for doing a skit when I'm actually a preacher's kid who's been talking about this for I don't know how long. But a lot of people don't understand you have to have a link in your demons. Okay? I couldn't come into this realm. Okay? I couldn't come into this realm if I did not have a head link. Okay? That means one or both of my parents was a head demon. Okay? I don't give a fuck how they present. Okay? But when you know because your link in the spiritual realm is your parents' head demon. And it's generational demons, meaning the demon is one, but it gets stronger or weaker per generation. And in my family, the demon that is the dominant male is very strong. Okay, very, very strong because it has a lot of bodies. And those bodies are menstruating women who never finished menstruating. And that is very powerful, especially women who DIE before their Jesus year. I'm going to talk to you guys about the Jesus year. And if you didn't know, I'm in my Jesus year. So, for a lot of people who don't understand that, you get a lot more power in your Jesus year. If you ever survive until your Jesus year, you will understand what I mean. And you will never be attacked like you have before until then either. Okay? But like in my family, okay, the head demon is a male. Okay? Violent, rageful, vengeful. Okay? And a lot of women don't understand. You need to know who the head male, okay, in your demonology is. Because regardless of mythology, you come from demonology. And head demons all have gifts, and that gift is mastery of art. And if you can master, okay, the art of singing, song, writing, capturing essence of picture, meaning you can reiterate what you see, your gifts are exceptional to the gods because they use you to, well, depict what you see here and go back and forth. And only someone with your gift will impress them because you are a literalist, meaning you can actually show them what you're seeing, what you're hearing, the way you're hearing it, okay, and in its actuality. And that is more important than false gifts in the shadow realm. Okay, the only gifts that are acknowledged in the shadow realm are real gifts. And in order to possess real gift, do you know what you have to do? You have to be able to mimic. Not only do you have to be able to mimic, you have to be able to shapeshift. Now, a lot of people think shapeshifting is just physical. No, shapeshifting is mental. Shapeshifting is a lot of other things too. Because one thing about experienced demons, they know when you're pretending. Okay? They know when you're pretending. Okay? And like I said, if you're not a hater when you come in, hit the like button. Okay? Because we're going to deep dive into this just a little bit. For those who don't understand, you need to. Because a lot of y'all doing return to senders, you ain't finna do nothing but send death closer to you. Okay? And death is hungry. Okay? So continue. Okay? I'm not here to stop anyone who wants to pretend they are chosen. Because the bloodlines that are chosen have already been chosen. And if we don't know your names, you're food. And if your names were worth knowing, well, we would know not to see you as food. So it's eating time. And a lot of y'all don't understand that because you think you're the head predator and you're not. You have to understand that in the cycle of life, you are something that feeds other things. That being said, The reason why there are so many of you is because there are things greater than you that need to feed on your lackluster energy to stay strong. Okay? And a lot of people don't believe this, but you don't have a choice because you are sheep being led to the slaughter. But the slaughter you're being led to is not just physical, it's mind, body, soul. So there is something that is much greater than you that is controlling already what you're eating because the things that eat you need you to eat these things. Okay, but there are also tainted beings here that are putting things in your body to make it harder for certain things to transfer back into the realm it come from because the things you're eating are unnatural. So they want to trap things that are not worldly of this world here by doing so. And that is a very dangerous thing because you can't do that. Okay? You can't do that. And I think it's funny how people have to find out the hard way that we're going to feed on you regardless of if you think you're not our food. Okay? You're too weak and minuscule not to be. In other words, you're nothing but easy prey, and you're always sitting and waiting to be devoured. How easy can it get? Hi, Yaba. Well, if most people understood that the only thing blocking your achievement is your demons, okay? Because when your demons are leading, the only thing that would cause your demons to fail are your earth angels seeing better in you. And when your earth angels see better in you, guess what? They come find you, they follow you, and sometimes they taunt you. I'm okay being the devil if that's how you perceive me. Conquer me. Conquer me with your gods. I ask you. It's funny because you guys think that your demons are words, and your demons have names. Your demons are not addiction, it's not lust. So, what are you going to do? Look at the sky and say, God, remove this lust. No, sweetheart. It's a spirit, and it's different spirits. You don't even know the name of your spirits, and you're talking about achievement. Achieve knowing the name of your spirits. But you're a peasant. More than likely, you're just a bloodline that's meant to be eaten. And it's funny because a lot of demons don't taste good. Very disgusting. But they're always worth eating because the rage you have within you is beautiful, delicious. Mmm. Oh, that's good. That's wonderful. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sure your God and I have crossed paths several times, and your God knows not to step on my path. It's too darkly lit. See, your God needs to be in false lights. I prefer the darkness because I like the things that happen in the dark. And you wouldn't believe the things that really happen in the dark because you're not in everybody else's dark. Matter of fact, let me tell you about what happened the other day that I astral projected. And see, shadow hopping is different than astral projection because when you're in the shadows, well, sometimes I get caught, but I only get caught when I'm not camouflaged enough, meaning they can see me as more than a shadow. And sometimes when I'm in certain houses and they have a lot of kids, kids get me caught up because they'll be like, Mommy, somebody's in the bathroom. I saw somebody in the mirror, and the mom's all coming in like, with a 12 gauge, and I'm like, oh shit. Ooh, please. Please don't let the mama see me, okay? But they're the ones calling me. So I think it's funny because you'd be surprised at how you get caught up easily when you can't, well, cover yourself with darkness. in a world full of false light. Because guess what? You're not meant to be in the light, idiot. Lights are not meant for you. You're a peasant. You're a peasant. That's why you need false light, because you're scared of what's really in the dark. But it's okay. Like father, like son. And that is why you're here. Because you know in the shadow realm, we gonna tap that ass every time. And you ain't got no color to hide there. So you better try to live forever. Okay? No, you're born from the dark. But depending on who you are, you're probably born from here. And that's not too much of shit, considering this is a half potential planet, meaning it was exterminated as soon as your dumb ass got here. I forgot. You think your hairless ass is, something exceptional. You could never be your original mammals. That's why it's time for your extermination. And I'm not here to joke with you, Esau. You guys know not to come in here like that, but what y'all don't understand is I can go well beyond this mirror. It's amazing what people do when they think you can't see them. Oh, that's okay. You haven't eaten a real cow probably in probably about 100 something years, so you wouldn't even know what a cow looks like. What do you think you've been eating? It's cute. Hmm. Ah, da, da, da. Well, that's nice. Show me your God. Show me your God. I bet I can show you your God. All of them. Because all of them are idols. That's why you're here. You wouldn't be in this realm if you were not a demon or connected to one. The problem is most of your demons are weak and you hide behind things that make you weaker. Therefore, you think everything is cursing you and sending curses. You are the curse, peasant. You are the curse. Correct. Eternal life is a curse. You got it. And you're still cursed and you will forever be until you give reverence. And that's your only way. It's my realm. You cannot come to my realm but through me. I don't give a damn about this one. You will not come to my realm and play these shitty lighty games. That's why I think it's funny when people be like, love and light, returning energy. Baby, when you get through, okay, all I gotta do is pull the plug on your light, and you're gonna be sitting over there like, oh my God, what type of world is this? This is a whole different world. And I'm just gonna be walking around like Jason in this bitch. Who the fuck just walked around this corner? Okay? What you doing in my darkness? What you so scared of? Imagine being scared of yourself. That's crazy. Meanwhile, that's the exact reason why, okay, when you pass away, a lot of black people just keep coming here and coming here. Keep saying yes to eternal life all you want. And we're going to come here and tear your ass up every time. Okay? Tear your ass up with everybody else. Because guess what? The demons we come through, oh, they lit. They've been lit for generations down here, taking, okay, and feeding and feasting on the best of energies. So we can be here and show out as long as we want to. Okay? You just can't. You're not a time defier. Nothing you do defies anything. Just raggedy. It gets raggedier as it goes. Of course. Why wouldn't I? What are you smoking? Nothing but air. Tainted air at that. They'd be like, I don't smoke. You should. It helps clean your disgusting wind. You should. Maybe your wind could reach the right places. If you did, you should show what you look like. But since you can't, this is what we're going to do. Imagine when peasants are worried about what gods are doing. Hmm, poor you. Have you called your mother today? Hmm, are you okay? Do you still have custody of your children? Poor you. It's always people who don't have the best relationships with their beloved little lights who come and talk the most shit. But I'd rather smoke weed than stuff like meth and PCP and all that other shit that's in your room on that table. Imagine having all those drugs and you're worried about what I'm doing. I'm perfectly sane. I'm basically sober. I'm basically sober compared to you, dear. Oh, yes. But guess what? I like when you come here and pretend you know my realm better than me and you've never been there. If you've come to my realm, you're my demon there. So talk shit all you want. What are you going to do? Call the police on me or something? Oh no. She said something I don't like. I'm very highly offended. No one gives a fuck. Be offended. Poor peasant. Just like a cockroach. Just so many of them. So many! But you look cheap and disgusting. Way too many TV dinners and other things. You need to eat better. Get more money. Peasant. Barely have anything in your fucking fridge. I tell you what, people don't understand what reflectors are in their home. You better start covering your reflectors. And a lot of y'all don't even have real salt. So you think you can salt me out of stuff? That's so cute. You cannot salt me out of that shit. Y'all salt is damn near fake. Okay? So imagine being like, I'm going to pour salt right here. I'm going to do this. Y'all are so funny. Oh, you look about white as hell. Please do call him Papa Legba, but the Papa Legba is not Papa Legba's real name. If only y'all knew names, y'all would stop calling people. There's not too many names y'all know that are actually known for real. You can't pronounce them. And the people that can are black people because black people would understand what black people write. And only black people would understand how we talk. So I don't give a damn what you think. Okay? Unless you were black in your past life, none of y'all non-colored people gonna know what I'm talking about. Okay, you just now figured out ebonics, and it took you damn near 100 years to figure that out. Are you okay? Okay, and you still figuring it out, sugar. So okay, have fun. It's going to evolve. Every time you pick up on it, it has to evolve. Okay, that's what happens when you don't like colonization. My niggas don't like colonization. That's why they still here. Okay, and this is why America still got them niggas here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get over yourself. Okay, and it's gonna be a few more of them soon. Okay, quite a few more. Stay tuned. Stay tune, Looney Tunes. Mm-mm. I'm trying to see something. Show y'all pictures. Show y'all faces. I'd like to come see some of y'all in the mirror tonight. Because I'm shadow hopping when I get off of here, and I would love to come say hello. And don't pass out or nothing, or try to call the police when you see me in the mirror, because they're not gonna believe you. They're gonna be like, you smoked too much of that rock, sir. Okay, we see the rock on your counter. Okay. Imagine when y'all play with shit so much, you're gonna cry wolf. Go cry wolf. Okay. We gonna make them cry wolf today. Okay. I love when people come over here and play with me like that. Mm. Bailey, put a picture up. I'll come say hi to you. I'll come say hi to your whole bloodline, baby. Put a picture up. That's actually you. I don't need. Go ahead, baby. Okay, a face card goes a long way, and plastic surgery don't change nothing, honey. All I need is them eyes. Unless you'd had your iris redone, baby, look at me. Okay, look up when you do it. Yeah. Okay. You gonna use this witchcraft? Use it right. Use it right, baby. Mm. Baby, all magic is black. Are you okay? Oh, I suppose not. You haven't got your color yet. You all right. Come back and have this conversation after you have color. Okay, until then, you got to be here a few more generations to get your color. You haven't procreated with enough black people yet. When you start tanning in the sun, you know you done had a lot of Negro in your bloodline enough to stay here. Okay? Of course I'm smug. Unlike you, I can switch bodies. I'll get in you if I need to, bitch. Ah! Okay. The difference is I actually like being a nigga. So, being a nigga's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know about you, but Ah, peasant. I would never want to be your bloodlines. Oh, what's wrong with being smug? You're smug about nothing. What are you smug about? My dawn is going beautiful, but every day is dawn. You wouldn't know that because you think it works the opposite way around. Okay. Oh, Bailey, you're a boy? Oh, enough to stay on your mind. That's how much I weigh. Enough to stay on your mind forever. So that means I'm everything. I am the elephant in the room. I'm the elephant in your mind. Hell, I'm the elephant of your life. Your life revolves around my darkness, bitch. What do you mean? See, my skin's brown, but if you look at my eyes are the same color as my shirt. They're black, okay? And when you have deeply melanated eyes, like this, you see things differently because you're a shadow hopper. So this is just a light to me. And I wish you would put some real energy on here so I could see you. Oh, I'd come to you now. I come talk to you while you're pissing. Make you miss the toilet. Peasant. Peasant. I wish you would get off of welfare. But you can't. You're a peasant. You guys don't worry about Albert. Albert is a peasant. Oh, hello. Oh, you don't have to think I'm anything. Oh. But yes, I want to help you guys understand something. Most people don't understand that they're connected to demons because something has convinced you that you are in a grandiose garden of some sort. You are in fucking hell. Okay? You are in hell. Okay? I don't know how else to explain it to you other than what I'm saying to you. And the only way to get out of this hell is to DIE. So unless you want to come here and get out of your body, you're not going to find me too nicely because I'm very one with the elements. Meaning, if I need to make you lose your wind, guess what? I'll take it. Okay, if I need to make you a little constricted in your chest, Okay, I will. Because you don't ride the wind. Okay, I will come stand on your chest if I need to. All my body weight while you're sleeping. Because you're a peasant and you still need to sleep. So don't you ever forget, for 12 hours of your day, a lot of you are awake, sometimes 16 hours, 18 hours. But for a grand portion of your night and dawn, okay, guess what? You come to me regardless because your God loves me more than you. Yes, more than you, peasant. Oh, it's so cute. And you wonder why you're still here. God, please save me. Curses over me. Demons attacking me. Woo! So funny. You guys are so funny. You're still under the head demon, but your head demon is really a wuss. Your head demon is a fucking batsy girl. Your head demon is a fucking batsy boy who doesn't want to let women rest in power. Meanwhile, the women that we send from the shadow realm come here and kick your fucking ass. All of your men. Okay, real woman king shit. Okay, you wouldn't understand that because look who runs your world. Look who runs your world, and then you come here and have these conversations with I. No, this cannot be a real thing. It absolutely cannot. Oh, lighten my iris and make me see it differently because what are you talking about, peasant? Oh, God. We have no contracts in our realm other than to devour. And guess what? We wouldn't know you're here unless something told us. So why are you upset with us? Be upset that you keep signing contracts and you don't know the name of the things you're signing contracts with. Stop signing contracts. You have a right to just disappear and go in the woods. I did. That's why being in the woods is a very dangerous thing sometimes. You never know what you'll come back out with. But then again, you still keep going, so please do. I love the forest. I love it. Hi. Hello, Capricorn. But guess what? There are a lot of signs that don't really exist. Capricorns are very, very ambitious people. But you're very ambitious because you already know mentally that you're defying time by being here. See, certain time periods, there were not supposed to be any spirits created in. That's why they gave you certain signs that don't really exist when it comes to animals. But then again, I can't really talk about that because you still believe it's 8 moon cycles and not 9. Because they keep covering the sky and you're like, oh, this is all I've seen before. I see with my little eye. Well, darken that bitch so you can see a little better. I bet you are a Gemini. I like Geminis. I love Geminis. Ain't it funny? People say they don't get along with Geminis. I fucking love Geminis. But unhealed Geminis, it's usually just because they've attached to certain tainted signs. And those signs are usually mean fire signs like me. Because we're the only ones that's going to make you face yourself. And we're erratic too. Okay, so and all that craziness and shit, we be like, yes, yes, more, entertain me, okay, slap, don't give a fuck about that, now sit down, okay, that's how we coming, okay, so most of the time we don't give a fuck about that, that turns us on a little bit, okay, because that's how we coming, so, we don't care about that, just like I don't give a fuck about who don't like me. You have a right to scroll. You also have a right to kiss my ass. That's why it's bigger than yours. So, and guess what? I ain't got a BBL. Don't need it. I'm not in this room for that. Oh, to love your body more than your spirit. Poor things. In the movie, the witch, she went into the woods after sacrificing her baby brother. Looks like that's your vibes, weirdo. Oh, Ray Ray. No. No, dear. Those aren't my vibes. Not at all. In the movie The Witch, I believe those are white people, aren't they? I'm gonna need you to understand yourself. We don't sacrifice our babies. We go hunt other people and just take their shit. So the original takers definitely wasn't taking shit from us. Just y'all. Yeah, do your research, baby. My name is Amore, okay? We the original Moors. I don't know why you think you're less, but that's on you. We've been given the gifts to do more in every way. Mind, body, soul. I'll eat you, Ray. I would eat you, Ray. See, we like to eat male energy. Literally. That's our head demon. Okay. So imagine being the last bloodline woman in your bloodline. Oh, I changed your life, Ray. Jason, you don't appear to be melanated, Jason. Where are you from? Where are you from? Imagine comparing me to a witch. You think this is Harry Potter, don't you? That shit ain't real, peasant. And you know that shit ain't real. That's why you dress up and do fucking fake ass shit every Hallows Eve. Peasant. Dressing up in all my Day of the Dead. Meanwhile, you've never died. Fucking peasant. Because you can't get through. I'm at the gate. And you be like, excuse me, have I done? Get your colorless ass out of my darkness. Come back when you have darkness. So you can be judged. Until then, get out. Okay? You can't come in here with false light. That only works here, peasant. And for the people who think there are so many planets, I beg you to understand there are not. Okay? I beg of you to understand there are not. Only peasants who keep you dumb. And see, I'm not worried about, passing away. I'm just going to come back again and again and again. And as long as you keep bringing your ass in the wilderness, I'm going to keep coming back again and again and again because we can use who we need to. Okay? God loves me. I know God loves me so much. God is still begging me to get into my kingdom. But no, this is your kingdom. This is your kingdom with your God. Your God lives here. See, you see how this is black? I wish it was this color black, like the color of my eyes black, but I can't find a black that's blacker than my eyes. I can't find it. And I keep trying. I keep trying. I keep trying. If I needed a dildo, I would grow one. You can't do that, can you? You guys, look at how all of the want-to-be transformers are here upset because they lacketh returning the energy to the sender. You shouldn't be so weak. Imagine sending for someone you can't handle the energy of. Poor you. Pray to your gods about it. Tell your Jesus, what's the other religious people's names that you guys have created? Say them. Say more. The only one that really matters is Jesus and Esau. Same thing, but You guys still don't know the real names. It's so funny. Being a peasant your entire life should be very, it's probably insufferable, but you know, what would you know? You just eat, work, poop, raise your disasters that you call children. Oh, oh, that's nice. As long as you know I don't care about any of that, and you know I don't care about any of that either. So, you wanna know what's so funny? Okay. Well, how about this? You and Jesus can kiss my black ass. Mm. You can kiss my black ass. Okay? Because I said so. Because I said so. You are in Rome, peasant. This is the new Rome. And it was Sodom and Gomorrah the last time we were there. You should learn your names correctly. Every time they change the maps, you just go along with it. You don't know where the hell you are. Because if you did, you would understand you're in hell to begin with. So imagine trying to learn the map of hell as if it's something to be accomplished in. But you don't know the realm of anything else, do you? No, because when most of you leave your bodies, other things get in them, and you can't remember. They take you out, and they only put you back in when they need to come back to this realm. And you're so stupid, you're okay being used like a whore. So you do, until your light source is depleted, or your body is depleted of some sort of, malnutrients that usually comes from the body hopping. Oh no, someone called an evangelist, another fake word, is spitting curses from their book of shadows. Do you think your book of shadows is going to work here? I had to come here through a preacher's daughter. Who do you think the real links to this world are? Much bigger demons than yourself who considers themselves, mastery of Bible thumping. Maybe learn other versions of your Bibles so that you can deep dive and become a little bit more spiritual. After all, even Jesus consulted witches. Where do you think he learned his false power from? If Jesus could raise the dead, he also could give them rest, because that's what death was created for. So imagine when you could just give everyone rest and you still continue to, oh, that's right, you don't understand where you are, do you? That's okay. Live a little longer. You're too ripe. You're too ripe. Mm. Oh no, I'm trembling. Oh, Jesus got me trembling. Oh, yes. Why would we tremble? And that's not his name. No, there's no Miss Cleo here, dear. And after all, Miss Cleo was not from Turtle Island. That's why she passed away the way she did, mocking God. God should not be mocked. Peasant. And don't worry, I just like to mock the name, so please do come here and talk all of your shitteth. It's amazing how different you talketh now. You talketh a bit differenteth. Now you're pretending you talk differenteth. What is happening every fucking 100 years here? I wouldn't dare want to live a long and happy life because that is for losers. You want to pass away young because in the spiritual realm, you're going to need youthful power. You would never wish to get old here and pass away here, peasant. Of course, a peasant would think that. You want to pass away as an old man, huh? Yeah. And then you'd be trying to find everyone else's body to come back through as a young person, too. But whatever. Take it as you will. Oh no. The Christians are here. Because you want to know what's so funny? What does my title have to do with Christians? You want to know what it has to do with you? You like witchcraft. That's why you believe in a magical warlock called Jesus who performs miracles and walks on water and turns water into wine. You know, magician shit. But Jesus was supposed to be a carpenter. Why didn't he build anything? Mm. Who taught Jesus how to be a magician, dear? uh, you'll be okay. Oh, you're ruining everything. I think it's funny, like I told y'all, Christians and other people are always pretending that their government given book of shadows is actual witchcraft while they sit around going to every witchcraft concert. And it's mock witchcraft because most of them can't even scratch the surface because they don't have the bloodlines to do it. If they understood that, they would understand these people are trying to mimic what they think they're seeing through other people. And a lot of times they wouldn't know. So it's just hilarious. How can you rebuke me? You come from nothing. You come from nothing. What could you rebuke? You can't even rebuke the system you're under. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love how much screen time and things you guys give me. I just wish you would show real pictures of yourselves. It would be much easier. It'd be much easier. You lucky I have a lot of shadow hopping to do when I get off of here because I would look through this screen and take your soul out your body. But I have other things to do tonight. There are more important places to be. More important places to be than worrying about peasantry bloodlines. But it's amazing how they send so many at one time. And most of you will be gone within a generation, if that, if not the next 3 years. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh no, Yeshua. Ooh, yeah. Come in here with those names. Please. Call your demons. Call all of your demons. Tell them I said hello. Tell them I said open the gates. The gates they can't get in. Oh, you rebuke me. Okay. Come rebuke me then. I don't need God to bless me. Mm, I would like your tooth. Let me see your pretty teeth. What do they look like? What do your teeth look like? I bet they're beautiful. do they look like? Just curious. Show a picture of yourself. You guys are always putting weird pictures up here and pretending to be other people. It's strange. So many strange people. Oh, yes. I love my eyes. They allow me to see through the darkness beautifully. And the light. What about you? Your eyes are not this dark. Why? Like I said, for some reason, a lot of Christians find themselves on my channel because they're battling things spiritually they don't want to admit to. And it's always funny to me because when you tell them, I know your demons by name, they're upset because they don't. Okay? Some dummy has told them that fruits of the spirits, okay, is the name of spirits that they are conquering and receiving. And what's the names? What are the names? What are the names? You can't tell me, can you? No, you can't. More light, more light, more light, more light. Give me more light. He's fading. You're fading. Are you taking the light? Hello. You can't take my light. What are you talking about? Um, what braids are we talking about, dearie? See, it's so strange when people are worried about things that don't really hold up in their textures of hair. And I also think it's funny that half the people who talk shit, I have more hair than you and your mother. So, strange. Considering the only women who struggle with hair to a certain degree are the ones who are technically copying you. Past that point, we don't give a fuck about hair because it's a minuscule part of your physicality. So imagine with all that hair you talk about, you can't win one Olympics without bald-headed black people, can you? You can't do anything without black people, can you? So why are you so focused on looks? It was never about looks in this realm. This realm is about physicality and surpassing that. Okay, so everything was put here to transform into something better than it was already being. So imagine when you're just mad because you're still here and about basic, rhythmless, and disgusting as ever. Still pretending you're pure or something. Truth is always a sword no one wants to feel. And it goes deeper than any knife ever could, doesn't it? Oh, to be colorless in a world full of color, which is how you're so easily found. Come upstairs and I'll show you where all my where my demons hide from you. Oh, the voices in my choir now. Doo, 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 doo. Give me more. Feed me more. Mm. I wouldn't know. I'm neither. I am neither. And you don't know what that means, do you? Oh, the smoke in the mirrors. The smoke in the mirrors as I come to you. Hi. Mm. uh. Oh. Oh, you can next if you want. Oh, you can't even spell it correctly. Get out of here. Get out of here. They're sending Asian country people in here. You're in Asia. You're in Asia. Mm-mm. What are you doing? Okay, I think you're a kid. Yeah. Why y'all don't have no real pictures up? That would be nice. Use real pictures. Now I gotta roll up again. Use real pictures. Y'all are lame. So yeah, as I said again, a lot of people pretend they can return to sender, but in order to return something, you have to be of it because it's not going to be received unless you are, well, of that bloodline usually. Like I said, the only thing a lot of people here don't understand is that when people can't return energy, what they usually do is try to kill you. And energy cannot be created nor destroyed, so they tell you. But it can. But there are certain people who have the energy to do that, and it's not in this realm. So it's amazing how people still don't understand that they're in hell and you're made to be transferred out of here. But when you tell people, they think people like me are evil because I'm telling you there's something else in your body with you. You don't care because you know this already. A lot of times they've given the spirits different names. They call your spirits things like lust, depression, okay, anxiety. They've named words that don't fucking exist, okay, and they are names that exist, okay, and you call them out of people. A lot of people get upset when you can cast things out of bodies for real because the thing is, you're going to DIE because most of y'all are like a parasite. You're a parasite. Okay, and if they can get in your body, so can other things. And that's the reason why I tell people, please play with me, because I will slowly start getting you out your body one by one, because most of you motherfuckers are Legion, and I own Legion, +2. So I don't really care about what you think. Your peasant gods and beliefs are not even real. Hell, your languages, most of them aren't even real. So you're speaking nothing but useless fucking air that's easy to ride because you're always jumbled up on the frequency because you don't make sense. You're not saying anything of essence and you're always talking, so it's never hard to find you. You're peasants. Peasants are always in the jungle being noisy. So we know where to come when it's time to feed because you're always letting us know it's time. You're not as stupid as you think. The people that send you for the slaughter and keep you talking and active, they know to shut the fuck up for real. They know not to use their real names and identities. That's why they're always playing with everybody else's. But we will always ride the wind. Okay? Hell, we'll ride you if we need to. You're an air creature. Okay? Oh, that's okay, baby. I'm very much I'm very much of the well bloodline as well. So you don't have to worry. I am many. You wouldn't understand that because you wouldn't understand that we are in awe. Okay, and only certain creatures are still in their actual essence, which is why certain people are still trying to take everything out of their essence. But notice when everything hits the fan, the animals are always safe because the animals were never the problem. The things that came from them are the problems. The things that renamed themselves other beings that weren't supposed to be here. So, of course, you're always talking about dinosaurs and everything else. What the fuck are you? To be called human is a disgrace because humans were never meant to exist. And when you tell people that, they act like you're fucking crazy. No, that's why humans love everything they can't evolve into, but you are meant to. You don't have to watch Marvel if you have your gifts. Because past that point, bitch, we are Marvel. It ain't no more watching TV. Nothing's entertaining past the point of, I'll make you believe, bitch. Okay? I ain't gotta believe I can fly. I'll make you fly with me. How about it? Mm-hmm. It's that simple. The thing is, a lot of y'all are too heavy to fly. That's why you're always worried about my weight. But when you can be light enough to get your dead, heavy, low vibrational energy off the ground, come fuck with me. You're spiritually overweight. Lighten up, bitch. And tighten up. You shaking like a stripper. Jesus was a peasant just like you. Hiding behind false hope of someone else's gifts. And the peoples whose gifts Jesus is hiding behind, they're still doing it to this day and using those gifts for their own praise in churches, at altars that worship their head demons, like Esau, like Kakri. You would know because you can't speak the native tongue that was taken from you. But that's okay. That's why when you go to sleep, sometimes you come back speaking languages you ain't never learned, because those are a lot of times the only ways your ancestors can speak to you is what they remember. So whether you remember it here or not, it doesn't matter. This is why your journey here is so short. And you don't have to believe that. A lot of y'all's journey is shorter because you don't believe it. And I don't give a damn. I'm not here to save you. You're food, most of you. There's very few people who are worth saving. Everyone else, you're just worth being devoured. What is your problem? Why are you speaking? Be quiet. I don't care who that is. Of course you're a homosexual. You're in Sodom and Gomorrah. Everything you do is gay. You love gayness more than you love life. That's why you destroy life. Because you destroy thyself. And in turn, I destroy you. Because no one needs that. Right? We don't need that type of energy. Let's check the time, shall we? Oh, guess what? It is almost 3. It is almost time. I love to shadow hop at this time. There's so many people out doing what they don't need to be doing, getting their, extras in, you know, using black mirrors for the wrong reasons. Oh, my kitty. It's time. Exactly. They forgot what real women look like, because they're so gay. So a lot of people come on here, they be judging me based on the lens of they're in love with looking at trannies in the place of women. So they be mad when I'm like, oh, wow, thank you. I'm so glad you don't understand, you know, what cheeks look like, and everything else, and body parts. But real men don't care. That's why they be mad when real men come in here and be like, yes, okay, because real men always, they gonna go, okay, and it ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why I don't come in here and be extra and stand up all the time, because I'm not a thought. I really don't want to be lusted after in that way, okay. I prefer not to mingle with those type of demons. I own them. So it's different. If I actually want to do something, oh Lord, okay, ooh, peace be with you, okay. Yes, like I said, that's why I'm celibate. It's different because your need for things is different, okay. Yeah. Oh yes, please stay in South Korea where you're still skin bleaching because you're not white enough. Take care. As the plastic settles in your stomach, you're worried about what we're doing. You guys, my kitty is whining. Am I a witch? Oh dear, that's such a lesser term. I feel like that's an insult. Witch? So cute. Witches ride brooms because they can't ride people or the elements because the elements don't fuck with them. So, not to mention, you have to understand, um, women who call themselves witches, most of them don't do anything but gay witchcraft, meaning they believe in fake glamour magic, okay, and all things gay, witchcrafty, okay, and that's cool, but that's not witchcraft. Witchcraft is for gay men. That's my point, because the people you're up against are warlocks, gay men. That is who has your power, who wants your power, who keeps taking your power, and every time they hide behind, we like heterosexual stuff and we're good people. Look how quick they took prayer out of schools and put gayness in it. Okay, stop playing. Y'all know where y'all at. Okay, the people that own y'all and have y'all in bondage are people who do gay witchcraft. But imagine when you don't even understand that. Okay, I said what I said. Y'all are under the guise of gay witchers. Okay, because only gay people can be real witches. Okay, because what they're doing is what? Okay, they're trading places. Okay, who's more destiny swapper than that? Okay, I said what I said, but we ain't gotta talk about it. Be about it. Learn how to shadow hop it. Okay, learn how to move around a little bit so that your peace can be still, because only when we have to get you out your body do you understand um, the reason why SMEX is made to show you what creates. Okay, it shows you what creates and what doesn't. And the people who don't create are the people who have the highest power, even right now, because most of y'all are already mentally GAY. You don't believe that, but that's okay. Okay, I don't really give a fuck what you believe. Okay, that's why marriage is a contract, because if it wasn't, most of you will be gay. You're in hell, peasant. You're in hell. This is the way. Mm. It's sad you don't know where you are and why I rule here. Because I don't give a fuck what you think. Your thoughts don't exist to me. That's why I can tell you all your thoughts. Okay, you don't have real thoughts. What you have are feelings. Okay, that were given to you by a spirit that's so weak and minuscule. It's tired of using even you. So it lets everything use you and taunt you, which is why you need everything else to protect you, because it's definitely not giving you any protection. Okay, not one of them. And it can't, because they don't have power. Most of them can't pronounce the names, and a lot of them have destroyed the names. But a lot of them haven't destroyed memory, because memory for certain things lasts a very long time. So as long as certain things last, the memory does as well. My baby is whining. Shadow. It's time to shadow hop. I'll talk to y'all later. Tune in for my next live stream. And I'll tell y'all the topic, well, pretty much the day of. But for now, you all take care. And make sure you cover all those portals, okay? Toodles.